Hello YouTube, welcome one and all, and welcome to Fallout 4 for the last time, because I'm calling it. I've been on the fence with this video for 2 weeks now, and it's basically by just on the what happened in the last session with the frame rate drops and freezing of the, well, it wasn't freezing per se, but you know, it was just I mean, it's working fine now because I'm in an internal area, but I find with especially Fallout games, especially on console, is the longer it goes with those sort of problems, the worse it gets. And it was at the limit. I've tried to go on a little bit further, and it just gets worse. So, yeah, I mean, I know this is a console version, you know, PC may not have the same problems, but it's just something you shouldn't happen, sort of thing. And I can't continue on knowing that the quality is going to get worse the longer I play it. I played Vegas on the PS3, and it got to a stage where literally it would freeze for a good 10 to 15 seconds. The frame rate would drop to 0 for that long, and I can't risk it again. I mean, there's no... Maybe they bring out a patch for it, maybe there'll be a mod, but these are problems that they shouldn't have to have mods for. You know, there shouldn't be people who are not part of Bethesda fixing a problem that is clearly something that shouldn't be on launch. And you know, we're a few months in, and you know, it was only 2 weeks ago I was recording this, and you know, when it was outside, when I was searching for when I got myself lost and couldn't see the trail that was right in front of me, and it was just like, you know, literally going like this and then stop, and there we go. And it's just not going. It's not good enough, in my opinion. I mean, someone you'll be saying you should have played the PC version. Well, yes, but you know, I'm a console player at heart. It's something I've done since as far as I can remember, all the way back to the PS1, Super Nintendo. Hell, I had even my family had an Amiga. Yeah, one of those things. And an Acorn Electron. I remember those. Little stickman cricket. Playing Commando on an Acorn Electron. That's not, some of you will remember that. But anyway, you know, in this day and age, for a game that is this expensive and this hyped, it just shouldn't have these problems. Well, you got look at this. This is perfect now. Well, I think the frame rate's not exactly brilliant, but for you guys who probably have watched it on PC or played it on PC even, but you know, it's perfectly workable. You know, I can do this all day, and you know, there'll be no problems. Combat will be fine. But when I'm in the open, it was just. Every time it was almost like it was every time it had to load something, it would have to stop the game to do it, and it's just not on. It's especially, you know, because I'm probably not even halfway through the game yet, and like Skyrim, like New Vegas on the PS3, the longer it goes, the worse it's gonna get, and I can't continue that. I can't justify it. Hold on. Sorry about that. there were other problems with this game, sure, but not enough for me to call it quits. It's just, you know, the camera stuttering and the frame rate stuttering and the problems when I'm outside in the open world. They just couldn't. I mean, look at that. I mean, granted, I had to literally find that, but that's just silly. It's... Anyway, bit of a sour point to end this series on, but I really can't justify... And also, you know, and this... It's not me saying that I'm good at the game, because I'm not. But there were times coming on through here, especially when I was doing the trail for the SOS signal from the Brotherhood of Steel, the patrol, where I was hitting the fire button and it was not firing. And for a shooter, that's just unforgivable. Anyway, there's my reasonings for why I've decided to call it a game, call it a day. I probably will play this offline until it gets to the point where literally this camera freezing gets to a point where the game is practically unplayable. Like New Vegas, which is a problem that they have yet to fix on the consoles, because why would they? And... Not sure I shot that, but, you know. Meh. And there's another thing, just pops. Look at it, watch, here we go. There's the sword, and then that just pops in. It's just... When you're in the middle of a firefight, when that... If I was in the middle of a firefight when that was, that stuttering in the previous session was happening, I would have literally just quit there and then. Anyway, I'm going around in circles and... Not really explaining a lot now, more than I've already explained. So, thank you everyone for whoever watches this, and hopefully down the line Bethesda will give us a game engine that actually works. Till then, see you later. Toodles.